According to the social contract theory, we avoid social chaos by giving the state power and control over us. In this way, we protect ourselves from being victimized by others by giving up our liberty to aggress against others. Let's take a look at rationales for punishment and corrections. The rationale for punishment and correction comes from the social contract. In the same way that the social contract forms the basis for police power, it also provides a rationale for further control in the form of punishment and corrections. If we do step outside the bounds of this agreement, the state has the right to control and punish us for our transgressions. Consequently, the state is limited in the amount of control it can exert over individuals. To be consistent with the social contract, the state should exert its power only to accomplish the purpose of protection. Any further interventions are civil liberties and are unwarranted. Corrections pursues a mixture of goals, including retribution, reform, incapacitation, deterrence, and rehabilitation. The long-standing argument between proponents of punishment and proponents of treatment reveals a system without a clear mandate or rationale for action. Can treatment and punishment occur at the same time? Some argue that because punishment has the goal of inflicting pain on an individual, it's fundamentally incompatible with the goal of treatment. One of the most problematic issues in justifying punishment is what we do to offenders changes over time and place. An important question to ask is, whom are we punishing? Studies show that only a small minority of individuals who commit crimes end up in prison. Furthermore, we may assume that those individuals are not representative of the larger population. Long ago, criminals were viewed as sinners, with no ability to change their behavior, so punishment and incapacitation were the only logical ways to respond to crime. The search for differences eventually, in the 1960s and 70s, led to the short-lived rehabilitative era and the treatment ethic, the idea that all criminal acts were symptoms of an underlying pathology. Treatment programs created in the last 100 years or so operate under the assumption that we can do something to offenders to reduce their criminal activity. That something may involve treating a psychological problem, addressing physiological problems, and responding to social problems. Obviously, the perception of the criminal influences the rationale for correction and punishment.